But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some over greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to...
Yes, when you take a look at this, Hollywood actor Terrance Howard revealed to PBD podcast that every celebrity that attended Diddy's party got and lost their man card. This will include LeBron James, Barack J, and many other prominent Diddy party attendees. Extremely concerning. That is according to the person who posted this. I'm just reading the tweet, not something coming out of my mouth. When I watched this segment, even Patrick Pet Davy was speechless. Hearing this, he was actually being tricked into falling into this. At a certain point, it didn't happen. It is important. I show you this, react, share my thought. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm. If you share the video.
There's a short life in
Why do you think that is? What the creative side is?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far, Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head, But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it. A man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some over greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up.
Yes, I didn't know about this guy until I started watching his videos. This is the kind of celebrities we can actually look at. He's very intelligent. I really can't comprehend how so many people accept this in exchange of power, fame. It is crazy. When I look at exactly what is going on with some people, when this story started, people started saying, oh, they want to attack a black man. They don't like to see successful black men. That is what I was seeing on social media. But now they are silent. They're not talking again because it is something that is even beyond.
And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way.
Yes, when I look at this whole video, it reminded me of people when I was growing up. I would look up to them like, you be asking question, how did this person actually get there? How is there some people are getting this award every single day? I didn't know there were channels like these organized, you know, allowing this to happen. It happened for a very long time until now. Then I still see people standing up to say some ridiculous things at a certain point. When this guy actually said this on this podcast, it is insane. It makes a lot of sense to have people that can have the liver to speak up like this. Till there are still these powerful people that are silent. They know that this was happening. Some are even part of it, but nobody is going after them. Diddy was actually just like the beginning, and I hope in the days ahead we might be seeing a lot of people going down.
I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit, because the man card means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it. Now I can go on and do whatever else we need to do. Hi, everyone. My name is Terrance Howard. I'm an actor, but in the field of science also. So if you would like to connect with me, you can connect with me on Connect. The QR code is down below.
Yes, thank you guys who has been there sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. I got so offended to a certain point today when I saw a comment, someone saying, this guy's voice is not that kind of a YouTuber. He should not be on YouTube. When I look at it, I really got offended. Though I didn't reply to him. I don't know. How is my voice? Is it too deep? I don't get it. Because I get this every single time. I'm pleading on you. If you don't understand me, please turn on captions. You will easily get what I say on most of my videos. Reasons I always give distance or I put up articles that I read so you can understand exactly what is happening. I appreciate you for sharing all these videos for clips. You see, after this, that is mostly for the YouTube algorithm.
Former President Barack Obama is sharply criticizing President Trump's economic policies and calling the Trump administration's moves targeting President Trump's political opponents unimaginable. President Obama also has a message for his fellow Democrats saying, and I'm quoting him now, "We're in one of those moments when you know what? It's not enough just to say you're for something. You may actually have to do something and possibly sacrifice a little bit," close quote. Former Vice President Kamala Harris is also weighing in, saying President Trump's actions have been largely predictable. Listen.
I bet you there are a lot of people that voted for Trump that wish Kamala Harris
a lot of
was in the
people
White
who
House.
didn't vote.
Don't even get me started on how disgraced must these law firms feel now.
Absence now of Joe Rogan in their party does not appear to be Michelle Obama. There are divorce rumors and, she's not showing up for him, whether it's at the Jimmy Carter funeral or the Trump inauguration or the basketball game he just went to in L.A. when visiting their daughters and then dinner with the daughters was not there. Here she is talking about it on the fire.
Cooked meal helped Trump and Mark.